What's up guys, I'm Red Rock and welcome to the channel Bright-EYE-deas, where we talk all updates about my blog Bright-EYE-deas, or even personal stuff I would like to share on YouTube like Marvel, DC, and etc. And in this content of this video, we're going to talk about this video.
When you love something, you fight for it. We're the ones who changed everything.
In this video, I want to talk about 4 upcoming MCU projects. I'm going to talk about Black Panther 2, which is titled Wakanda Forever, Captain Marvel 2, which is titled The Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and Fantastic Four. So on the first 3, I'm going to do a title breakdown and to tell you what the meaning of this title is, if you're confused. And for the Fantastic Four, I will share to you my choice of actors that who could play the Fantastic Four in the MCU. So let us not wait another minute and let's talk about the content of this video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I know some of you are confused because why would Marvel Studios choose the title Wakanda Forever for Black Panther 2? We all know the Wakanda Forever phrase, it's the cry of the Wakandans in battle.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever!
As I said in one of my previous videos, there is a true meaning to this title. The meaning of this title, it's a tribute to the circumstance that Marvel Studios ever experienced. Last August 28, 2020, the late actor Chadwick Boseman, the one who played King T'Challa aka Black Panther, passed away due to colon cancer. And for the whole time, he was actually hiding his cancer while he was working since 2016. And I know a lot of fans are sad that he will not return for Black Panther 2. But in case you haven't heard of it, I know some fans wanted to recast Chadwick Boseman. But Marvel made a statement about this. Just listen to the words of what Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, had to say about Black Panther 2 during the Investors Day last year.
I wanted to acknowledge the devastating loss of a dear friend and member of the Marvel Studios family. Chadwick Boseman was an immensely talented actor and an inspirational individual who affected all of our lives professionally and personally. His portrayal of T'Challa the Black Panther is iconic and transcends any iteration of the character in any other medium from Marvel's past. And it's for that reason that we will not recast the character. However, to honor the legacy that Chad helped us build through his portrayal of the King of Wakanda, we want to continue to explore the world of Wakanda and all of the rich and varied characters introduced in the first film.
So he said they are not going to recast Chadwick Boseman. And in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, he said that we're going to explore other characters that were introduced in the first film. And that is Shuri, Nakia, Ramonda, Everett Ross, and M'Baku. And I have heard a suggestion, a report, that they could have used CGI to have Chadwick Boseman in the film, but fortunately, a Marvel executive made a statement saying that they are not going to use CGI. So, if they are not going to use CGI or recast Chadwick Boseman, there is one option to make us, the audience, not confused. And that is to address his death in the beginning of the film, but we should not see that death on screen. Yes, it's true that Kevin Feige said the portrayal of Chadwick Boseman, the King of Wakanda, was iconic. So maybe at the beginning of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, they will honor his legacy. So once we're in the base of the film, someone else will take on the mantle of Black Panther. And my two choices could be M'Baku and Shuri. M'Baku because He challenged against T'Challa in the first Black Panther film for the throne, but however, he yielded. And he and T'Challa are friends in the end of Black Panther, then in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. I think he will give it to Shuri. And if I have to choose one between M'Baku and Shuri, I will definitely choose Shuri because she is the sister of T'Challa. And plus, she used to be Black Panther in the comics as well. And many fans really wanted her to be the next Black Panther, and I would agree with them. And I have an update for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. The filming of Black Panther Wakanda Forever has begun. And now, let's proceed to the second agenda, which we're going to do a title breakdown for Captain Marvel 2, which is titled The Marvels. It's revealed in Disney's Investors Day, besides from Brie Larson reprising her role as Captain Marvel in Captain Marvel 2, Tiana Paris, Monica Rambeau from WandaVision, and Iman Vellani's Miss Marvel from the upcoming Miss Marvel show will be in this film. And the title, it's a mix. Because the red one is Captain Marvel, the white one, it's Monica Rambeau, and the S is Miss Marvel. And that is the same title from the Miss Marvel series. And I hope they also introduce Blue Marvel in this film. You cannot have the Marvels movie without Blue Marvel, because he is a Marvel just like them. So next, we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Before, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 title card is like this. And now they change it to this. Before we break down this title, I have two things to say. Instead of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I'm supposed to talk about the Eternals short clip, but fortunately, we already have a teaser trailer, and I did a reaction to that, so instead, replacing that will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The second thing I would like to say is that, if you're seeing this theory came from the YouTuber named Brain-Rooters. Brain-Rooters, I will credit you in this video. Yes, this theory came from him, and I'm the one who commented his theory in that video, but using a different account, my personal account. And he really appreciated. So his theory is this. As we see in the title card, it's color gray, red, and yellow. So the gray and the red, it means Drax the Destroyer. I don't know why that the Guardians movies title cards always spoil that who will die in the movie. For example, Guardians of the Galaxy title is color gold, but they would say it's Groot. Yes, once we watch the movie, we see Groot die.
Why are you doing this? Why?
But Groot has been resurrected because he's just a tree. That's why we see him again in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and hoping he would appear in Thor Love and Thunder, because precisely, it's like all of the Guardians are going to be in this film, but except Gamora, since we know that she's gone. Because the Guardians of the Galaxy are chasing her right now. And look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 title card, it's colored blue and red. Then, once we watch the movie, who died? And that is Yondu. So, it does make sense. And another YouTuber that I would like to credit is the Cosmic Wonder. And I have heard one of his videos that James Gunn is having a Q&A. Of course, James Gunn is the director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, 2, and 3. And it's revealed that the story Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be revolving around Rocket Raccoon, and he will meet his creator and his love interest, which is the High Revolutionary and Lila respectively. And somebody asked a question that, is anyone going to die in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which James Gunn responded, yes. So his theory stated that Rocket Raccoon will die in the movie because James Gunn wants to finish the story arc of Rocket Raccoon. And now, since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 title card has been changed, it's most likely we're going to say goodbye to Drax the Destroyer. And another evidence is that Dave Bautista's contract will be expired after that film. If his contract with Marvel is expired, maybe he will go to the DC Universe. And finally, I will share to you my choice of actors who will be playing the Fantastic Four in the MCU. I have watched a lot of movies during the pandemic, and I have found the perfect actors because of their acting skills, that which can subscribe the personality of each members of the Fantastic Four. Not only I will cast the Fantastic Four, I will also share my actor that who could be playing Doctor Doom, the villain. And let's go first with Mr. Fantastic. For Mr. Fantastic, I will choose John Krasinski. Many fans wanted to see him as Mr. Fantastic, and I would agree with them. For me, he's perfect for the role, and his personality is just like the original Mr. Fantastic, played by Ion Gruffudd. And if John Krasinski was cast as Mr. Fantastic, he will be the first actor to play Mr. Fantastic that has a beard. His personality really shines, and he would play a cool Mr. Fantastic. And during the pandemic, he launched a YouTube channel, and one of his videos, he stated that he wanted to play a comic book character. And it's confirmed he met with Marvel Studios in a Zoom meeting. This is just like a Jake Gyllenhaal thing. Yes, Kevin Feige has admitted that they met with Jake Gyllenhaal for several movies in which role that he could be perfect, and they found it, which is Mysterio. And it also happened with Keanu Reeves, but they haven't found that role yet. But for me, I would like to see him as Ghost Rider. So that's it for Mr. Fantastic, and now let's proceed with Invisible Woman. Oh, forgot to mention, Jake Gyllenhaal will return as Mysterio in Spider-Man No Way Home because of a Lego set which includes Mysterio. For Invisible Woman, I will choose Emily Blunt or Jennifer Lawrence. Emily Blunt, in real life, she is the wife of John Krasinski, in which Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman have been married in the comics as well, even in the movies. And that would make sense. By watching Edge of Tomorrow, that would fit a perfect Invisible Woman because of her personality in that movie. That is really cool. But the problem is, yeah, she and John have 2 kids, which that would be hard for her to play a character for a very long time in many movies because of her kids. So in case if she's not going to play Invisible Woman, the other choice is Jennifer Lawrence. And she's no stranger to Marvel because she played Mystique in the Fox universe. Since X-Men First Class, then X-Men Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix. And she died in Dark Phoenix. Because I have heard a report that she's going to be playing Invisible Woman, that she is on her way to Australia to film, which they also use Australia to film the Fantastic Four. But on that time, when that report came, Thor Love and Thunder is still filming in Australia. It's either she's filming a post-credit scene for Thor Love and Thunder or for another film. We don't know. Because right now, yeah, they are meeting with writers for the Fantastic Four. And it's confirmed in Disney's Investors Day that the Fantastic Four will be directed by the director of Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, John Watts. Maybe Marvel indeed chooses her to be Invisible Woman. I'm not sure. If I have to choose one between Emily Blunt or Jennifer Lawrence, I don't know, because these two actresses are way too perfect to play Invisible Woman. And many fans wanted Emily Blunt. So the next one I will share my choice of actor who will play is the Human Torch. For Human Torch, I will pick Zac Efron. Yes, many fans wanted to see him as Human Torch, but for me, yes, he really fits for the role of Human Torch. Because some of his movies is like a comedy, which that would make a perfect Human Torch, quite like a little bit funny. And I have seen several of his movies. And I really hope he will play Human Torch and he fits for the role. He will be like the original Human Torch, played by Chris Evans before he played Captain America. So I have no other choice of actor that will be playing Human Torch, just Zac Efron, because I know he's the only actor that could be perfect for Human Torch. And now we're going to proceed to Ben Grimm, the Thing. For Ben Grimm, the Thing, I would choose Black Adam himself, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Besides from being a WWE wrestler, in his movies, he would fit for Ben Grimm, the Thing. But what about Mark Ruffalo? Well, he's not a big guy like Dwayne Johnson. What did they do to him? Well, Mark Ruffalo portrays the Hulk in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They use CGI to him. But in case if they're going to do the same thing with the Thing, I would choose Seth Rogen. Because his personality is quite like Dwayne Johnson just a bit, but more on like Zac Efron. I have watched several movies of Seth Rogen and Dwayne Johnson. If I watch the movies of Dwayne Johnson, which is Doom, Hercules, Moana, Skyscraper, Jumanji, Jumanji The Next Level, Rampage, and San Andreas, his personality there could fit for Ben Grimm, the Thing. While for Seth Rogen, I have watched Bad Neighbors 1 and 2, which, when he's beast mode there, it really fits for him to play Ben Grimm, the Thing. Or should I have a suggestion that Seth Rogen could play Ben Grimm while Dwayne Johnson plays the Thing? That would be hilarious and cool. And if I have to choose one, I don't know. Same as Jennifer Lawrence and Emily Blunt, Seth Rogen and Dwayne Johnson are the two perfect actors to play the Thing. And now finally, let's go with Doctor Doom. For Doctor Doom, I will choose Michael Fassbender. And like Jennifer Lawrence, he is no stranger to Marvel as well because he plays Magneto. And shame that, he never get a cameo in WandaVision like it's supposed to be, that there is supposed to be a Luke Skywalker cameo, which we didn't get it. Instead, it's that Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are just trolling us the whole time. In case if Michael Fassbender is not going to be playing Magneto anymore, Doctor Doom will be a perfect role for him. Because of his beast mode, his personality there as Magneto would fit for a perfect Doctor Doom. And that's all, but before we end this video, I will recap about the fourth agenda, about my choice of actors who could be playing the Fantastic Four in the MCU. John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, Emily Blunt or Jennifer Lawrence as Invisible Woman, Zac Efron as Human Torch, Dwayne Johnson or Seth Rogen as The Thing, and Michael Fassbender as Doctor Doom. And so that's it for this video. Please like this video and subscribe to be updated always in Bright-EYE-deas, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments. See you next time.